funneling them into programs for people in the third world, and bringing a lot more
Taiwan on his backroads tour across America. This is a man whose name will be right next to Al Gore and George W. on the presidential ballot. His name is Joe Schriner, an Ohio write-in independent. The journalist has never held public office, but he has been a drug counselor and coached Little League. Experiences, Schriner says, qualify him to be commander-in-chief.
The reason why is because I'm an average citizen who changes my own kids' diapers, and we go to Mexican restaurants because the chips are free, and we think that the average person in the American sector isn't being represented in D.C. these days.
On his Back to Basics campaign tour, Schreiner's signs are about as complex as his platform. Simple, simple, simple.
And our health care reform would be, maybe if people ate better and they exercised more and they weren't as stressed, they wouldn't get as sick.
Taxes? Schriner wants a flat tax. National debt? He says pay it. Abortion? Stop it. As for the booming economy, he proposes 20-hour work weeks, cutting back on lifestyle and focusing on family.
I think it can work. I really do. Put the people to work and let them, there's so many good people, and they have a lot of good ideas, and we just let the politicians try to do everything today.
Average Joe knows his work is cut out for him, but he thinks one by one, with his simple plan, he'll win the voters' hearts.
And here's the message for George and Al. You can tell them that average Joe is just getting ready to pass them on the backstretch in the election 2000.
Joe is continuing his campaign tour later this week in Harlan, Iowa, and Council Bluffs. He and his family will be riding their bicycles around the Midwest to promote the idea that America needs to slow down.
KMAX Brooke Vashon reporting live from our newsroom.
Near Harlan.
It's a fun-filled family outing with a serious twist.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Joe Schriner, remember the name? Yeah.
Average Joe Schriner is running for U.S. president.
How are you going to do this on bikes?
As a matter of fact, yes, on bikes. Average Joe is bicycling with his wife and two small children across western Iowa and campaigning as an independent write-in candidate at the same time. Average Joe calls it his Back to Basics campaign.
It's symbolic. Right now, we're asking the American public to slow down and cut back.
Average Joe and his family have been through 45 states the last year and a half.
Some people they just give you kind of a smirk and say, yeah. And then when I explain to them that we've traveled 18,000 miles and I got a kid on the back of my bike who's toilet training right now, they look at me and say, you know, this guy might be serious.
And an inspiration to me.
Oh, really?
Yes, I believe in everything he stands for, and I'll help any way I can.
We're going to make Ventura and Perot look like they were minor league candidates. In the scheme of this, we think it's a phenomenon that's going to catch on around the country because so many people are so apathetic and so fed up with the systems the way they are right now.
Well, if you would like to find out more about Average Joe, he has a website, of course. All the candidates do. You can find him at voteforjoe.com.
You've probably never heard of, but with his grassroots campaign, he says he will be our next president. NBC4's Alona Carson has his story.
You know